All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It is February 3rd. I thought my deer season was over, but come to find out, Alabama still has a deer season going. And I'm gonna head down there and see if I can kill a deer. This is the first time ever hunting Alabama for whitetail. I've been down there hunting for hogs already, but first time for whitetail. And I've got about a 5.5 hour drive and meet up with a couple friends I hunted with over the last couple years, some of these other PBS hunts. So looking forward to it, and come join us. All right, I'm getting close to camp. I've got another about 10 miles to go, and got some rain moving in, so I gotta hurry up as soon as I get there and get my tent set up. I got a canvas tent to set up, so it's gonna take me a little bit. Looks like the rain's gonna be hitting in about 20 minutes from the time that I get there, so hopefully I can get everything set up before it hits. All right, y'all, got the tent all set up, and I had to run into town, go to Walmart, grab a coffee mug. I forgot to grab mine from the house, so I had to run in there and get that. So I'm back now and sharpening up some broadheads, getting everything dialed in for tomorrow morning. I was looking at the map when I was in town, and pretty sure I found a spot that I'm gonna go set up in the morning. So I want to get these broadheads finished sharpened up. Probably gonna go to bed. I'm pretty tired, so we'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, I'm just got set up, and it's about 7 o'clock. It's been daylight for about 15-20 minutes, and we can see pretty good. I found a scrape on this 2-track trail, about 100 yards from me, and I made a loop around it. It came in on a different 2-track trail, and I found 2 pretty good scrapes, and I'm set up right above them right now. Evidently the deer are still rutting down here, so I'm set up accordingly. Hopefully a deer will come in. It's pretty cool. It's almost like a second chance at life getting a deer hunt some more after you think your season is over. I really don't know how to hunt these deer down here. I'm used to hunting ridges and terrain features and stuff, and I'm kind of going off of the pines and the regular timber. And I set a pin on this spot last night, and I'm pretty much set up within 50 yards of where I set the waypoint. And I might be doing something right, so I'm gonna keep on. The wind's not been doing exactly what it's been calling for. It's been blowing more out of the south than the north. So I just sat right on top of this scrape instead of sitting off to the side one way or the other and just hope for the best. I've got a trail coming in, looks like, right below my tree. It's gonna be close quarters, and as wet as it is, it's gonna be probably on top of me before I get to see it. And it's pretty thick around me, so hopefully I can get on something here.
close call, and it was a legal buck. The wind switched on me when he got to about 30 yards, and he just got a whiff of me, and he didn't like it. He has now looped all the way around me, but I didn't see him because I got this big, thick green bush right here in front of me. I didn't see him till he was about 35 yards, so just pretty much as soon as I got my camera on is when he smelled me. And he was coming straight into these scrapes. And I wasn't 100% sure on if he was legal to start with, but I texted a friend and he said it was, so something I wasn't quite sure of. But they got my heart pumping. I guess I'm in the right spot. The bucks are definitely moving. I just had another buck come in. He was probably 50 yards out or so. The wind just keeps on swirling. But I don't think he was a legal buck. I think he was just a forky. He looked like he could have had a brow tine, but I wasn't quite sure. I only seen him for a little bit before he left. He acted like he kind of got my wind again. So I definitely can't keep hunting in this spot. If this wind keeps swirling like this, I'll have to move off to the side a little bit. I haven't seen anything in about an hour and a half, so I think I'm gonna get down and I'm gonna try to find me a better tree to get in. I'll probably hunt this spot either tonight or tomorrow morning. So hopefully I get on a better spot here because this wind just keeps swirling where I'm at. I mean, I feel like I'm right on them, but the wind's not consistent enough right here, and I don't know if it's just with the way this trail wraps around me here, it just makes it swirl here, what's going on. But I want to get on the downwind side of where I've been seeing these bugs come through, and maybe I can get a little bit better tree set up. I'm just doing some scouting here. This thing's been worked up this morning, it looks like. Looks like maybe a rub right there. So I'm just down the trail from where I found that scrape. There's a rub right there. Another one right here. This thing's pretty fresh and it's broke off. Coming from the direction I think that buck came from. The trail cut right through here. Alright, so now we have a fresh rub and a fresh scrape at the end of this food plot. So it got worked up this morning. It's going right back to where this could very likely be the same deer that worked up that scrape back there where I found earlier. Well, this ain't phenomenal. I don't know if it's going to affect how it shoots or not, if I can limp by this trip. But see that right there? My tip overlay popped off. I think it might be part of my glass, and that's starting to pop up too. Actually, that just did. It ain't no good. I don't think it's going to affect how it shoots, or if the string's going to stay on there. I think it's got enough there to hold it on there. And I don't have a backup bow, and I normally do. Ain't nothing what a little duct tape won't fix, thanks to Jimmy Smith.
Actually, I checked with my buddy Shane, and he said it should be good to shoot because it's not the main part. It's just a light overlay. So I'm gonna shoot it, put that on there just to kind of help with a little bit of the sharp edge. For some reason my camera ain't wanting to focus. There we go. So there she is. I'm gonna go get after it. Hopefully kill a buck tonight, or doe, don't matter. All right, I'm headed in. It's a little bit chilly with this wind blowing. It's only like 50 degrees, but it feels a lot colder than that with this wind. So packed a few more layers, and probably gonna go back there in the same area where I was at this morning. Feel pretty good about it. Feel better about it in the morning, but I guess I'll give it another shot tonight. I might just leave my stand up in the tree and come right back in the morning. Get back in that tree. We'll see how it goes. Well, I'm walking along here, and I just bumped about 2 or 3 deer right in there. So they're up and moving right now, and it's 2:30. And get back here and get in the tree. That might work out for my advantage. All right, y'all, I think I found the tree I want to get in. This one right here. So I was looking at a tree. It's about 20 yards. No, not even 20 yards, about 15 yards right here. That one right there behind this pine. And I had them deer, both them bucks. We're coming right down through here. Puts them within 15 yards of me, but I also got a trail that comes in right behind this tree. You can see you got this ditch that runs right through here. So they're gonna travel right along the edge of this ditch. And there's a good trail here. And that one buck, the first buck, he ended up going down this trail, going down this drainage. So fingers crossed. I sit up in this tree. I'll get a shot. I mean, it's wide open, but I think it'll be fine. There's not a whole lot of cover anywhere, but I've got small branches and stuff all around me. Not saying this big old pickle won't stick out. All right, I'm set up now. Should be a pretty good setup. I've got a decent amount of shooting lanes, and I feel like I'm in a lot better spot for the wind than I was this morning. So hopefully they'll do the same thing they did this morning, except this time I hope and pray they don't smell me. It's just that breezy right now that Wayne can do a little bit of anything. Get around these pines, it just wants to swirl. But we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna hopefully get one tonight. Well, that looks like that's all it's gonna be for tonight. Just a bit of cold set. Didn't see any deer, but I've still got about 5-10 minutes of daylight left, and then it's quitting time. But I guess we'll be back in here again in the morning. I feel like this is a little bit more of a morning spot than an evening, and that's how I felt about it this morning as well. But I decided to give it another shot, and I figured nothing else, I'll just leave my stand set up in here for tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'd say tomorrow night I'll do something different. I guess we'll see y'all in the tree tomorrow.
Bumped one out on the first day, and I had one. I could tell he's coming. I could hear him grunting, and I could. Sure enough, he winded me probably 10 yards from shooting range. I mean, like a blind spot, the same spot where I saw him running the day before is where I set up. So
Good?
That'll work. Problem is if you put it in there with a little too cold of oil, it soaks the oil up instead of frying and sealing it.
Yeah.
Kind of like your hot sirloin. Yes, sir, that'd be fine. We need to stop. All right, gentlemen, y'all want the bread toasted on the fire?
Yes, sir.
Mark it, do too. I'm really liking this. It's increasing the carbon intake.
Right, y'all, it is the next morning. I decided to leave my setup in a tree last night. Just come right back in here and set up. Yesterday morning, I had 2 different bucks come through here, and both of them would have been within shooting range of this tree. And hopefully the wind don't swirl on me like it was doing yesterday. On the way in here, I felt a couple times where it would switch a little bit, then it'd go right back to blowing northwest. So hopefully we can keep up that northerly wind. Even if it goes to the northeast, it's fine like it was doing yesterday. I just need a northerly wind. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for me this morning. This Alabama weather is just a different kind of cold. It's only like 30 degrees or so, but this wind is just a howling. It's a wet, damp, cold, and I can't hardly take it anymore. I gotta get down to warm up. Probably gonna spend a lot of the day doing some scouting and stuff. Gonna cover a bunch of ground today and see what I can come up with. I don't think I'm gonna hunt this spot again. Just gonna probably change locations. With this wind change, it's gonna be hard to hunt it. So I'm gonna get down and see what I can come up with. All right, we are back at it again this afternoon. Set up in a food plot where I actually seen a doe last night on my way out. If it comes back in here and does the same thing, it should be within 15 yards. I've got a good view of the food plot. They could come in from just about anywhere. I'm just hoping that the wind don't swirl when they come in. Sorry, I got the hiccups right now. I'm just hoping that the wind doesn't swirl when they come in because it's been gusty and blowing a little bit all over the place. It's supposed to be blowing over my left shoulder to my right. So I guess blowing over my right shoulder. I ain't seen a robin at home in a while, and I guess that's where they're staying. I can feel that wind blowing at my back right into the food plot right now. We just gonna give it a shot. If it don't work, it don't work. I'm having fun being here. Been seeing deer, close encounters. Not bad for the first trip here. Alright, well, didn't see anything tonight again. So I guess I'm gonna get down, go back to camp. We'll see y'all in the morning.
Knock off the one I had for another work truck years ago.
Well, they're proud of them things.
Oh, they're even a base steel was ridiculous. Yeah.
Alright, I'm fixing to go in for the morning hunt. It's not breaking daylight quite yet, it's starting to. But I got a little bit of a walk back in here and going back into a spot that I found yesterday. The wind's gonna be a little bit iffy, so I came a little bit further down the road to come in to kind of help with that. So we're gonna see how it goes. Alright, well, this is close to the area where I wanted to get to. I was looking at going even further. But as soon as I got to this spot, I seen a bunch of fresh tracks, and I seen where they're just this natural little funnel right here where they're crossing this ditch. Both ridges are steep on each side, and it narrows down at this one spot, kind of shallower. And as I was standing there making a waypoint, I had a deer walk in on me and take off, busted out. And I started looking at the way the wind's supposed to be going today. It's gonna work perfect for these bucks to go along here, going from thicket to thicket and cross through this funnel. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and set up here. Bad thing is I'll have to take my stand back down because I gotta go get my camera at some point today. If it wouldn't be for that, I'd probably just plan on sitting here tonight. It's a great looking spot. Well, I guess I'm gonna get down. Didn't see anything while I was sitting here. It's warming up quite nicely. I'm gonna have to go and back to that tree where I was in last night and get my GoPro down. And then I gotta go back to camp and pack up, and I'm probably gonna go out this afternoon pretty early, get it one last time and see if I can get on a deer. other than the first day, I really haven't seen much. So I had that deer this morning come in just before I got set up, so that didn't help. But I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna make a track on the way out so I know how to get back in here a little bit easier in the dark next time. All right, here's camp. Show you what my tent looks like inside. On Kodiak canvas, 12 by 10. Got my lantern. I've been hanging it up here. Got a rope going across from end to end. November, I had the stove jack set up there, but I didn't bring the stove this time. It's got these vents up here you can open up for when you're running propane stuff in here. So, but that's about it. Getting ready to tear it down. Head back home tonight. All right, we're heading in for the afternoon set. Got me and Ben. Me and Ben are heading back here. I'm gonna put him in there in the spot where I was at this morning. And that way he can leave this stand sitting there, go back in the morning too. I'm probably gonna go on back to Greenfield. We'll see how it goes. All right, I just got Ben set up in his spot. I'm gonna keep on going back in here. There's a Greenfield on up north. And I think they're gonna be up in there feeding tonight. I got a lot of fresh deer tracks here as well. So Ben's set up over here on the other side of this ridge. And that Greenfield is on up this way a little bit. So I better look at my map, get it lined out where I need to go. guess this concludes my 2025-2026 deer season. It's been a fun hunt down here in Alabama to finish off the season, but it's also been a fun season. Hunting with everybody in deer camp, and I was fortunate enough to kill a buck with my longbow again, and killed a total of 4 deer this season. I didn't get them all on film, but it's been a great 2025 season, and looking forward to seeing what this next season brings. Not gonna rush anything, just feels good to be content. But like Steve DeRay said last night, you're gonna be dead a long time. Has some wise words. Stop putting off all the things you're wanting to get done until after you're done working. Because the time it comes when you're ready to retire, you won't be able to do it. I seen the 3-point.
I had one that was about a quarter of an inch of a point away from getting shot.
Oh man.
Came right down that little gulch to the right. Came right in where where you figured they'd cross.
Mm-hmm.
And he had pretty, he had 2 points on this side and pretty good. He only had one spike on one side, but he didn't have a briar tine on that one side.
Was he a forky and a spike? I bet the same one came by me.
Well,
He went down the same way.
what time did he come by you? Because this was,
He came by at like 2:30.
well, no,
He-
it might have been. I got a good video of him.
Okay,
I didn't spook him. He didn't spook out, man.
good deal.
He went down in that little hollow, on that little gulch where we crossed to go up to the tree.
Uh-huh.
Flickered his, I figured he's about to go crazy and get out of there because the wind was going every direction.
Yeah.
But young and dumb, I guess. Saw a coyote come down that gulch early,
Really?
and I stood up just a little bit to get ready because I wanted to try to shoot at him.
Yeah.
Man, that joker picked me off. He looked up and picked me right off in that tree. That
Oh.
sun was just boiling on
Yep.
me.
Well, sounds like you had a pretty good evening then.
Oh, it was awesome. Boy, did you hear those coyotes taking off?
Oh man, I heard
Son,
them.
they were right up that gulch.
I figured they were close to you.
No, they weren't far at all.
There was a deer down this drainage below me
Oh.
when I came out.
I heard something up in the woods on the edge of those pines
Mm-hmm.
moving, and it almost sounded like it was making too much noise to be a deer, Joel. But
Oh, I heard armadillo.
it might have been them, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Sweet. That was a good hunt.
It was awesome.
Let it start boiling.
Here, lift that lid up one more time.
Oh boy. With that cobbler.
Yep, cobbler. It's getting close, Daddy.
Man, yeah.
Boiling on the side right there.
Uh-huh.
Get boiling. That's
Yep.
what we want.
We eating good tonight.